I think it's I think the game strongly implies that it was the Songstress Dressphere. But I'm wondering why LeBlanc looked like Yuna when she put it on, because Yuna does not look like anyone else when she puts it on. And there's one specific person that she doesn't look like.
Because it's specifically designed to look like Yuna.
Maybe.
It's a very, very specific Dressphere.
Why does everyone pale like Yuna when they have it on?
Because, you know what? It's a plot hole.
Because power of friendship and whatever.
Oh, remember this guy?
That works in all the other Final Fantasy games.
This is Rin. He's the
the Lady Yuna.
He ran a bunch of shops / travel agencies in the last game.
Entertainment. Lady Yuna's
Of course, things have improved
calm
for the Albed in general since FF10. They're no longer the machine freaks, or they're no longer known as the machine freaks.
Well, now everyone's a machine freak. So,
you are more than welcome to
at least more of us a machine freak than anyone ever was. So,
Yeah!
ask around if you would like to know the rules of the game.
Yeah, so this mini game is. Oh, thanks. He gave me Albed Primer 17. You know which letter that gives you? Q. How useful.
Well, isn't this Blitzball?
This is not Blitzfall.
Oh, this is not Blitzball? Where are we? I zoned out.
is it another kind of sport sort of thing, or?
No. This was the Blitzball locker room in the last game, so.
I was gonna say, this looks like the locker thing.
Yeah, so I want to challenge these kids, but I guess you can't do that now.
Wait, is it basically kind of like a board game sort of thing, or?
Not really. It's more like a sort of a puzzle game. I cut out.
It's like an arcade game. Okay.
I cut out of the tutorials that I looked at just to refresh my memory. But I'm showing an example round. So it's sort of a math game basically, which is why I'm good at it. Why did I pick it? Using a number 1 on an entry coin isn't that? No, actually, no. No, you know what? Never mind.
I have no idea what's going on here.
Okay, so I'll try to explain it as going on. So that 2 in the center is basically I have to select coins that will add up to a multiple of 2.
Okay, seems simple enough.
You have to start with one of the gold coins in the middle. After that, you can use whatever you want. I need a multiple of 3 this time because it says 3 in the center.
Are you trying to get as high of a number as possible or something, or?
It looks like you're trying to eliminate the blue coins?
No. You see where it says quota in the top left? I'm trying to get 20 because that's what the quota is. You have to take each turn before the time runs out for that turn. And you can't take more turns than are allowed. So I have to get to 20 coins used by 15 turns. So you lose if time runs out, if turns run out, or if there aren't any coins available for making, making that a multiple of that number. Every coin that's around on the board, besides the 4 in the center, its number increases by 1 every round. And the round after it's at 9, it disappears. The coins on the border will reappear every now and then. So you don't want to have too few coins there, because then you won't be able to make the number that you won't be able to make the numbers that you need to make. Of course, if the number on the coin is 9, then you might as well use it because it's going to disappear anyway.
But do the values each like increase? Oh yeah, they do. Okay.
Yes. Except the ones, the 4 gold ones near the center, those never change. Those are called entry coins. You see, I'm trying to use not very many coins because there weren't any available. Now I can use more because a few more have appeared. Now, the only coins that count for the quota are border coins. The entry coins don't count. So as you get to more difficult spheres, you'll have less time, and per round, and you'll have fewer turns, and you'll need to get more. So I got 20, which means I win.
Victory gets!
Yes. And I don't...
Get for winning.
That was a practice round, so nothing. I wanted to show it off because it will become very important later.
Oh, of course it will.
It doesn't seem too bad of a mini game.
It's better than Blitzball.
Yeah. Well,
They make it a lot harder.
Yes,
much
but
anything
Blitzball
is
was
Blitzball.
nigh unpredictable. At least math, you can figure out.
Right. The thing is that there was some randomization, and the randomization often seemed to go against the player.
Oh, Two-Face.
Anyway, I want to play against somebody else, but everyone says, "Oh, you need more experience."
Alright,
It's
so let's get more experience.
well, it's like the struggle thing in Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh yeah, you have to fight this person 10 times for no apparent reason before you can fight the next person.
Yeah, that's not really awesome.
Alright, so now it's actually time to do some fighting.
Oh, wow. Finally, some fighting.
The
Yay.
Mage High Road, where Crusaders once marched toward battle.
You have
with
to see
sin,
this
while
scene for
travelers
story
fled from its
completion, but that's the only thing you
I
have to
walked
do on
this
the high
road
road in
too,
this
on
chapter.
my pilgrimage to Xanarchy.
But I'm going to walk the length of the high
You
road
walked by my
because there
side.
are
It was a
monsters
journey
and
filled with
we need
laughter.
levels / abilities.
Yes.
So it's time to grind.
Yeah, and I show some of the battles, not all of them. Because all of them would take a long time, and not be particularly exciting. And when I show these screens, it's often to show what abilities I've learned, because I won't necessarily be showing the moment when I learn each ability, because it would take a really long time to find all of those moments, considering they can happen in the middle of battle. Those percentages, they don't just tell you the number of abilities that the character has learned for that Dressphere. They're weighted according to how many ability points are needed to learn each one. So in the past 2 years, the high road has changed, despite the fact that it looks almost exactly the same. It's changed because there are machines here now.
So basically now you can hop into a convertible and drive out down the road.
Yep.
Don't tell me they actually have a convertible.
Well, a hover. I don't think there are cars in this world.
But they have airships that look like cars and other motor vehicles.
There are cars in Final Fantasy VIII.
Yes, I remember there being cars. You blew a couple of them up.
Yes. And a robot stepped on one. And Squall commandeered one and crashed it through a gate.
Yarp.
Anyway, this thing was tougher than I thought it was going to be. So, after this battle, I set the sphere change sequences to off, but even if you set them to off, they will show one, like any one that you haven't seen before, they'll show.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, that's useful. It's like Sailor Moon.
Yeah. I even saw some cherry blossom petals, you know, flying around there.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw this really funny video. Maybe you guys have all seen it because it's a few years old, but it's by people called the Elite Street Boys. It's called Yuri, the Only One for Me.
I'm not sure.
I've never heard of that, sorry.
It's pretty funny. It has the line, like Pokemon, I Pikachu. At this point,
terrible.
yes, exactly. Anyway, at this point, I'm like, crap. We are being brought down to very low numbers of hit points here. And then I realized that because I can't actually inflict darkness on this thing, the Songstress Dressphere is worth exactly nothing in this battle.
This isn't a boss, right? It's just a random enemy.
It's just a random enemy, but we are at low levels, and I think this is one of the tougher regions in this chapter. Pain has 9 hit points. That's not
Stand
good.
in my way, and I'll cut you down.
So what am I actually going to do? Oh, I had that.
Else.
Yeah, so note that the garment grid gives Pain power to cast Cure, which is very, very useful. Because, like I've said, we don't have the White Mage Dressphere yet. Oh, guess what? It's also immune to Power Break. Wonderful.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, what does the active mode thing in the top right corner mean?
It means that people's ATB gauges are filling up.
Oh, so like you're able to pause it.
Depending on the options you choose. I have it in active mode so that you can't pause it in the middle, just to make it more challenging. Because one thing I really like about this game is that the battles are fast-paced. You have to think on your feet.
Yeah, they look a lot speedier than in the first one.
Yeah, in FF10 you have as much time as you want, because it's not actually an active time battle system.
Yeah.
I liked it how they did it in that game, though. I mean, I like these more, but I thought, like, for one game that was a nice touch. Because it's not...
Yeah.
In older RPGs, speed would basically mean the order in which people took their turns, but in FF10 it means the frequency of turns.
Yeah. I mean, I think that makes a lot more sense. It makes speed a lot more useful.
Yes.
Because that's something I have a big problem with. Like, for example, one of my favorite game series ever, Shin Megami Tensei, is that speed is, unless you have like a glass cannon, speed is pretty much useless. Because for the most part, it doesn't really matter if you hit first or not. Whereas with an FF10, it's, you know, you could have someone who's very fast but does little damage, but frequently, you know, is constantly doing damage.
Well, yeah, Tidus is like that. Finally, this thing goes down.
Use a character like that for buffs, so you can cast a whole bunch at the right beginning.
Right. Yeah, so the good thing about fighting monsters that are tough like this... Oh yeah, I was so beaten up from that battle, I decided to heal again. The thing about fighting monsters that are tough like this, you gain levels quickly.